Hi guys, this is the second lesson on sociology. So with this, you can see on the first page, we're looking at functionalism continued. So we need 3 paragraphs for a functionalist essay. We've so far got 1. We need to work out our second 2. So if you want to put as a subheading paragraph 2, and this is looking at Parsons' view on the family. Okay. Now, Parsons looked historically at families, about what families were like in pre-industrial society, so a time before the development of factories, really. And he saw that families looked like this, if you can see in the background. So you've got this humongous family here. You've got a range of aunts, uncles, and lots of children. We call that the extended family. It's all generations, all members of the family living under one roof. So what they argued is that this is important. In class we wrote around this is important for several reasons. The elderly needed to live at home. They needed to live at home to be cared for because there wasn't anything like a welfare unit yet. You needed a big unit because people would have got their own food off the land. So that was important. You needed lots of generations living together to help take care of the young people. So a big family was really useful and important at this point in history for these reasons. So if I could get you to write that around there, please. Okay. Skip ahead into modern society, and if you remember that key term from yesterday's lesson, the nuclear family is a smaller family unit of a couple of children and just a husband and wife. No extended family live there. Now that's important for 2 reasons. So if you can write, I can get you to write these in your own words. Firstly, we need to be geographically mobile, which means we need to move across the country and across maybe into different countries for work and educational experiences. So you can see I've given an example myself of all the times that I've moved. It's quite common. The average person will move 3 times in their lifetime. That will be for things like university, which might be something you're thinking of doing in the future, job opportunities, or it might be when you're getting older, retiring to a different area. This is very different from the extended family we just looked at. They live in a very small area all their lives. We now need to move. So the reason the nuclear family is better suited to this is because it's a small unit that you can move. Next, you have got the fact we are socially mobile. So the extended family, everyone would have done the same jobs as their parents. You would have been a farmer if your dad was a farmer, for example. Now we're socially mobile, because we've got an education system, we tend to doing very different jobs as our parents. So it might be that we earn more money than our parents, or that we do a very different job. This means it's not suitable for us to be living together, because with the extended family, it was really clear-cut. Your oldest member was in charge. But now it's not clear-cut, because you've got a younger generation that's perhaps richer or better educated than the older generation, so it would cause conflict over who's in charge. Okay, so just 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Now, what I would like you to do is we need our evaluation. We've got 3 things that Parsons said. On the next slide, you've got 3 pieces of information. For each piece of information, can I get you to say how it could be used to criticise one of the previous points? So, for example, if I just give you one example, people used to work in mills in pre-industrial society. So what this shows is it criticises Parsons' previous view that everyone was just self-reliant off the land. Okay, if you're stuck on any of those, it is quite hard, please feel free to let me know. Okay, paragraph 3 then is our final paragraph. Okay, so this is all about loss of functions. So previously, the extended family met each of these functions. So they would have educated their young, they would have cared for their elderly. But across time, things have developed that have replaced this need. So for example, if I just give you one example, we used to be a unit of production where we'd all work together to bring in food and products. However, we've now developed an economy with money, which means we don't have to make everything ourselves. We can trade things, buy things, and bring in a range of products. So for each one of these, if you can note them down and just say an area of society that's come in and replaced them. Again, if you're stuck, let me know. What this shows ultimately though is the family has lost the majority of its functions. However, it's still got two important functions. It stabilises adult personality and it socialises the young. Now I'm just going to fill this box in with you. So it stables adults' personality, it gives them a romantic relationship, gives them someone to talk to in a stress, provides their nutritional needs like home cooked meals cooked for them. And for young people, it socialises them by educating them the basics, how to eat, how to go to the toilet, things like that. So they're taught the norms and values. Now what functionists say is that this is a really lovely thing because the family's like this lovely warm bath you sit in, it de-stresses you, it makes you feel happy and content, and nuclear family is needed for that. Now you will see in the notes section underneath, you've got two articles. If you could read them, each article says about how other families can't support that, and if you, on this table, if you could please put evidence to support the fact that only a nuclear family can provide this need. So for adult personalities, any ways that single dads struggle without the nuclear family, and for socialisation of the young, any ways that children struggle outside nuclear family. Now, what isn't on this PowerPoint you do need to add is an evaluation point. And your evaluation point is that the nuclear family isn't stable in all circumstances because 1/3 of nuclear families have domestic violence, which means that for a lot of people it's not like a warm bath, it's a negative thing. Okay, any problems, please let me know. I hope you're okay and all caught up and look forward to meeting you. Bye.